I thought that was going to be my last question, but you did bring up R. Kelly, and I got to ask this. Precedence does matter. And when we see, even though that was a different situation, different case, when we see what ultimately happened with him, he's going to be serving about 30 years in jail. He's in the midst of serving about 30 years in jail. How much, if at all, does that play a role in the likelihood of a mountain of legal matters just coming down on him like a tsunami in light of what happened with R. Kelly?
It plays a big role, I think, in terms of how people are responding. Those billionaires, those buddies of his that used to party with him, I think folks are making sure they keep their distance because of what did happen with R. Kelly.
It's all Jay-Z.
It's all Jay-Z.
It's all Jay-Z. And he was working with R. Kelly, and they were making so many records together. You know, they made all those records together. They both f***ed Aaliyah. They shared so much in common.
Let it go, because I couldn't believe he did a project with her. With R. Kelly, knowing that he had raped my girl. You know what I'm saying?
The iconic duo Diddy and Jay-Z, who's ruled the hip-hop world for decades, seem to be parting ways. Meanwhile, R. Kelly, embroiled in controversy, is breaking his silence from behind bars. First up, the powerhouses Diddy and Jay-Z. Rumor has it their alliance might be over. The news has hit fans like a ton of bricks. Is it creative clashes, personal beef, or some other drama? On the other side, we've got R. Kelly stirring the pot from his prison cell. The singer, who's been making headlines for all the wrong reasons, is finally speaking up, and boy, does he have a lot to say. Locked up and facing serious charges, Kelly is now pointing fingers and making some jaw-dropping claims, and it all leads to Diddy and his tapes. R. Kelly has been convicted of a long list of crimes against black girls, but he somehow thinks that Jay-Z, of all people, once wanted him dead. He is even alleging that Jay-Z had a role in his incarceration. Yeah, you heard that right. According to Kelly, there was some shady stuff going down during his trial, including juror misconduct. And getting this, he claims a documentary that potentially influenced the trial was bankrolled by a Z. Ronnie Bo, R. Kelly's former cellmate, spilled some tea to Hip Hop News Uncensored, claiming Kelly didn't have solid proof but was convinced that his former collaborator Jay-Z had put on a hit out on him. Kelly and Jay-Z teamed up in the early 2000s for 2 albums, The Best of Both Worlds and Unfinished Business, and a co-headlining tour that quickly went south. The drama peaked at Madison Square Garden when Kelly left the stage claiming men were pointing guns at him. On his way back, he got pepper sprayed by Jay-Z's buddy Tyron Ty Smith. Kelly got booted from the tour and slapped Jay-Z with a $75 million lawsuit for breach of contract, which pretty much ended their shaky relationship. According to Bo, Kelly thought Jay-Z felt secure because Kelly was technically bigger at the time. He mentioned getting death threats before the Madison Square Garden show in 2004 and believed they came from Jay-Z. B said Kelly felt like Jay-Z was trying to have him killed for some reason. No matter how wild it sounded, fallen R&B star R. Kelly has been slapped with a 30-year prison sentence for exploiting his fame to save young fans, including barely legal ones. One disturbing piece of the puzzle was his infamous marriage to the late R&B icon Aaliyah. The court delved into orchestrated a sham marriage to the then a 15-year-old singer in 1994, feared she was pregnant. Witnesses recounted how they donned matching tracksuits for the ceremony and used a fake ID that claimed Aaliyah was 18 while Kelly was 27. While Jay-Z enjoys life with Beyoncé and Blue Ivy, Kelly's legal troubles are wrecking his financial. Court documents show prosecutors in Brooklyn filed a writ of continuing garnishment against Kelly's record labels to collect over $500,000 owed to his victims. As of June 1, 2023, the balance was $54,218,973 and still growing. R. Kelly has a long list of allegations. Tiffany Hawkins took R. Kelly to court over the personal injuries and emotional distress she endured during their 3-year relationship. In the court docs, Hawkins claimed she started having sex with Kelly in 1991 when she was just 15. And he was 24. Hawkins initially sought $10 million in damages, but according to the Chicago Sun-Times, she settled for just $250. 000 in 1998, Tracy Sampson filed a lawsuit against Kelly alleging he coerced her into an indecent sexual relationship when she was just 17. Sampson, a former intern at Epic Records, claimed she was treated as his object and cast aside. Patrice Jones sued him, claiming he got her pregnant when she was too young. And Montana Woods also sued Kelly, alleging that he recorded them having intercourse without her knowledge. He was charged with 21 counts of making messed up videos to these barely legal girls and 12 extra counts on producing those images, but the charges were dropped due to the lack of evidence, and because they couldn't prove how old the girls on the videos were. Then allegations of his the cult that had hundreds of girls trapped started going around. Finally, the victims started coming forward. Breaking and Just to Speak the Truth Lifetime documentary surviving R. Kelly with 6-hour-long episodes presented the most comprehensive look at the alley. Against 2 weeks after it was broadcast, Kelly was dropped by his record company, and there was no escaping the law now, and come June 20th the world found out he was going to spend 30 years in prison, not enough for everything he's done. As District Judge Ann Donnelly didn't mince words when she condemned R. Kelly's actions, stated that he displayed an indifference to human suffering and weaponized sex, forcing his victims into unspeakable acts and burdening some with sexually transmitted diseases. She directly addressed Kelly, accusing him of teaching his victims that love equates to enslavement and violence. Before his sentencing, several of the women, how victims at the hands of Kelly, spoke out, expressing how he had destroyed so many people's lives. But the most mysterious story is that of Aaliyah. Born in January 1979, Aaliyah Cotton landed a record deal with her uncle and uncle in Detroit at just 12 years old. Billboard magazine hailed her for revolutionizing R&B with a blend of pop, soul, and hip-hop wrapped in her honey tones. Aaliyah Try Again snagged the Best Female Video Award at the 2000 MTV Video Awards, edging out Britney Spears' Oops, I Did It Again, Christina Aguilera's What a Girl Wants, to signal her rise to stardom throughout her career. She earned 3 American Music Awards, 2 MTV VMAs, and 5 Grammy nominations, cementing her status as an R&B powerhouse. Her influence extended beyond music. Aaliyah's iconic style, prop tops or bandeau tops with baggy jeans and long hair partly veiling one eye, embodied her sweet but street persona, and remains a fashion staple today. 2 years after getting signed, Aaliyah teamed up with R. Kelly to drop her debut album Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. Guess they too, that title literally, because behind the scenes she got involved with Kelly, and at just 15 they secretly tied the knot. Her parents quickly annulled the marriage once they found out that despite the scandal, Aaliyah's rep took a bigger hit than Kelly's, with the media painting her as a teenage seductress rather than one of Kelly's early victims. Fast forward to 2019, federal prosecutors nailed Kelly for scheming to get a fake ID for the unnamed girl just a day before his secret wedding to Aaliyah. The indictment accused him of bribing for a fraudulent identification document for Jane Doe on August 30th, 1994. These charges marked the first time Kelly's brief marriage to Aaliyah was tied to his criminal cases. Kelly's lawyers have always claimed he didn't know Aaliyah's real age when they got hitched with the marriage license, falsely stating she was 18 on August 25, 2001, at just 22. A bike was tragically cut short when her twin-engine Cessna crashed in the Bahamas post-filming a music video for her final album. Aaliyah's investigations revealed the plane was overloaded by 700 lb, and the pilot had cocaine and alcohol in his system. And Kelly rarely spoke about Aaliyah after she died. Now Kelly's the narrative is that Jay-Z wanted him out of the picture for reasons unknown. Some conspiracy theories are even tossing around the idea of an Illuminati-like setup. R. Kelly is gearing up for a legal showdown, and he's not holding back. He's brought in some heavy artillery. Bill Cosby's lawyer, yeah, you read that right, Kelly is not just fighting his conviction, he's aiming for a full reversal. His legal team claims that 2 jurors who watched a documentary about he had no business being on his case. And here's the twist: Kelly believes Jay-Z's vendetta over a lost $70 million a lawsuit might be behind his imprisonment. Fast forward to now, and Kelly's making bold moves. He's filed an appeal arguing that biased jurors and withheld information about his partner's ages tainted his trial. It's a legal brawl like no other, with Kelly clawing for his freedom. His team is pulling out all the stops, from questioning jurors and integrity to claiming a lack of transparency during his trial. But wait, there's more. Rumor has it Kelly's got a score to settle with some big-name celebrities. He's on a mission to expose secrets of those he feels abandoned him when he needed them the most. Reports suggest Kelly and his team are collaborating with federal authorities, hoping to reduce his sentence by providing dirt on other celebrities allegedly involved in similar crimes. The names tossed around include a rapper and a renowned singer. Adding fuel to the fire, Kelly has accused none other than Jay-Z of some heinous behavior. Kelly's camp claims Jay-Z played a part in his downfall, driven by a sense of injustice over Kelly shouldering all the blame, while Jay-Z walks free now. Let's talk about the skeletons in Jay-Z's closet. The buzz around Jay-Z allegedly dating Foxy Brown when she was just 14 has been circulating for years. According to rumors, they started seeing each other when she was 15 and he was 24. Creepy, right? Jay-Z finally addressed these rumors in his song Picasso Baby, but his denial only added to the controversy. Foxy Brown herself admitted in an interview that she was shocked by Jay-Z's line and hinted at a deeper history beyond music.